Hi everybody, my name is Ruth Ann Prude. I'm the director at Skillman Child Development Center, and we are located at the corner of Vanderbilt and Skillman in the Lakewood area, and we have been here for over 25 years. We are in the heart of Lakewood, and we are excited to continue our operation this next year and want to invite you to watch our video and learn more information about us. We are a 5-day program. We have 3 different sections. We have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. We have a Tuesday, Thursday schedule, and we have a 5-day schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday and Wednesday is from 9 to 2, and Friday is from 9 to 12. Tuesday and Thursday is 9 to 2 on both Tuesday and Thursday, and our 5-day program is Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2, Friday 9 to 12. Friday is our short day across the board. Everybody leaves at noon on Friday. We have approximately 20 classes, and in all those classes we average about 12 to 13 children per class. With our younger children, we start at 18 months through pre-K 5, but with our younger guys we have 2 teachers with 12 to 13 children per class. With our older children, it is 12 to 1 teacher per class, and I'll speak about that in a little bit more detail in just a few minutes. Currently, we are in one of our toddler classes, and we start our children at age 18 months. 18 months, they need to be walking. They need to be able to take care of themselves pretty well. We have lots of people to help, but they need to be able to play outside on our toddler playground with some ease. So the room that I'm in right now is one of our toddler rooms, and this is a group of children that range in age from about 24 to about 30 months. I have several groups of toddlers. We have a group that's 18 months to 24 months. The room, as I mentioned, that we're standing in right now is for children 24 to 30 months, and then we have a couple of young threes classes of children 30 to 36 months. So I'm going to walk you around a little bit and let you see these toddler rooms briefly. A lot of our kiddos are still in diapers when they begin school. 3 1/2 is where we really ask that you have your children potty trained. Before that, however, we realize that a lot of our children are still in diapers. So we ask that you send their diapers and label them, but we're also prepared to work on potty training as well. And we ask that you let us know when your child is getting ready for potty training, because we too want to work with you on that to make it stress-free and successful for everybody involved. Children are greeted every morning at about 5 till 9 by their teacher, and we this year have taken many COVID modification precautions. This year, instead of having just 2 doors that our children enter in, we have expanded to 10 doors. That keeps parents and children out of our hallways. It just makes for a safer drop off and pick up. And in the morning when you drop off with your child, they come with their coat, they come with a disposable lunch, and when you drop off you will sign in and you will write your name down, leave us a good working phone number, and at that time your child will also have a health check. We will take their temperature daily and note it on the sign-in book. When they come in, they will place their things in a bucket that's designated just for them, and you can see that each child has their own individual bucket, and that's where we place things that go home at the end of the day. And each child is responsible for their items, and teachers are there to help them daily. 4 outdoor play areas. We have one designated specifically for children 6 to 23 months, and the other 3 are designated for children 2 to 5 years. However, on days when it's especially hot or it's cold and rainy, we have big spaces where our children can go and play inside if the weather's inclement. And we have big equipment that they can use for gross motor. We have puzzles, we have blocks, we have all kinds of things that they can do inside to give them a chance to get out of their classroom and go to a different space. As you can see now, we are standing in one of our 3-year-old classrooms. And because of our big, bright spaces, we again are able to accommodate 2 teachers with 12 to 13 children per class. And each child is part of the family unit here. They are learning to get along socially, emotionally, as well as academically. So lots of things are going on in each individual classroom. We use a curriculum called Learning Without Tears, and everyone is part of that program, youngest to oldest. With all of these children, we're always working with them on learning how to use writing utensils such as pencils, crayons, markers. We're always working to strengthen their hands to incorporate a lot of fine motor skills in what they do daily. Again, to strengthen those hands and fingers to become proficient writers. We also do a lot of reading. There's lots of language-based curriculum going on in our daily activities, as well as math, science, social studies, gardening, lots of things that are part of their day. Again, I mentioned that we have 4 outdoor play areas. This is one of our playgrounds that is for ages 2 to 5 years. And as you can see, this playground has big climbing structure. It also has a merry-go-round and a big sandbox. All of our children participate in our areas of play. As you will see, our back play area is for children 6 to 23 months, and the other 3, this included again, is for children 2 to 5 years. Our other playground has a bike path on it with lots of riding toys, and our 4th playground is on our Family Life Center campus, which is directly next door to our main building. And we're out every day for at least an hour. And that again is based on the weather, but we even go outside if it's chilly. We'll bundle up and go because going outside makes such a difference in everybody's day. I'm standing now in our 5-day force class. This class meets Monday through Thursday 9 to 2 and Friday from 9 to 12. And this is a group of young 4s, and they will move from this class into one of our pre-K classes next year. So they technically have 2 years left before they move on to kindergarten. And as you can see with the space and size of this room, we are able to accommodate up to 16 children in this class. And we do have 2 teachers that are involved with this group. They do a lot of pre-writing, pre-reading, math, and they also take care of a garden. And at this time, I'll let you listen to their teachers, Liz Garcia and Karen Yates, for them to give you a little bit more insight into what they do with their children.
Say hi. My name is Karen. This is Miss Liz, and
Hi.
This is our five-day, 4-year-old garden we have outside, and we've started it for our fall garden. As you can see, we've got a lot of lettuce and broccoli and cauliflower, and this is a way for us to teach our class how to be responsible and care and take care of our garden. It's been a lot of fun coming out here and digging up weeds and planting plants and watching them grow.
Everybody comes out here and we get with our trowels and the kids planted all of this, and it's just a great experience for them to watch things grow. And in fact, we harvested a lettuce yesterday, so we're going to be eating on that, or if they don't want to eat it, then we send it home so that they can try it at home and show their parents what they've grown. So it's a really good way for them to learn about science. This middle garden is ours, and then the 2 gardens either side belong to the varsity 3-day program. So it's a good way for them to learn about everything outside.
How to take responsibility for their age and how to care for the garden and what it takes to keep it up and help it grow.
Hi, we're back. This is our 5-day force classroom. Right here in this particular spot, this is where we spend a lot of our group time. We base our lessons on a letter of the week, and during our week, focusing on that letter, we do art, we do science, we do handwriting, and everything we do is based on our letter of the week. Every day we'll focus on something different.
So Mondays generally, this is what we're doing this year. Mondays we do some math, some little basic math subjects for them. Tuesdays we tend to do our handwriting and work on our fine motor skills. On Wednesdays we do our art, and Thursdays is Great Science Day.
Our science day is our favorite because we do a lot of hands-on science experiments, kid-friendly. That's our favorite part of the week. We get a little messy and it's a lot of fun. Throughout our room we have different areas that we do specific things with. We travel over here on this side of our room. Here our play area, where we can do a lot of building and just various things we can do that with. Another favorite area. Throughout our room we've got our tables spread out throughout our room. Where we do a lot of independent work at the tables. Teaches them a bit of responsibility and just gives them a lot of practice with their fine motor skills as well, following directions as well.
We love our room. It's just a really spacious room and they can spread out, and when we have free play they can move to different areas and build or play puzzles or build a castle or just sit in the reading area over there and read a book. So this is a great room for us to spread out and do whatever we like when we get free play. We like for them to leave our class learning how to write their name and knowing the letters of the alphabet and numbers and colours, and that all comes into our science and our writing skills.
A lot of social interaction, a lot in this age group. We do a lot of turn-taking, sharing, just feeling empathetic for each other and work as a team. We focus a lot on teamwork.
All of our children participate in 4 specials: music, chapel, Spanish, and our older children participate in our technology lab. This year, due to COVID, everything that we are doing is online. We are not having large group gatherings. This year, in our chapel program, we are studying stories from the Old Testament, and we watch a program every week. Music is also seasonal and holiday related, and Spanish is as well. And if you would take a moment to look at the links below, you'll be able to view some of those specials that our children participate in weekly. And also, Stephanie Lober, our tech teacher, will share briefly with you some of the things that she does with our older children in her tech time.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Lower, and I'm here to talk to you about technology at Skillman CDC Child Development Center. And I'm so glad that you are here and you can see this. We are doing fun and exciting things here in Technology Lab. And several things that we do are based on a STEM program, and that's science, technology, engineering, and math. And a few of the things that we are doing with the kids, we're doing coding, we're doing Blockly coding, and we're doing coding with our B-Bots, and I'll show you those in a minute. And this is some of our cards for our B-Bots. And we're also working on things like learning about simple machines, complicated machines, and building our Rube Goldberg machines. But first, I'd like to talk to you a little bit. This is our smart board for class, and this is code.org, and this is something that we work with junior varsity and varsity students as well. And this is our Blockly chain coding, and these are our blocks. And this is something that we show kids. This is their workspace, and they can design and make their own video or own program over here. And this is just for this age group. It's for the age of 4 to 5, and this is something they might be doing in kindergarten. And this is something we work with them on, just using these critical thinking skills and sequencing, so we kind of get them ready for kindergarten when they move on from here. And one of the other things that we like to use are our B-Bots. This is something really fun. The kids love these, and we actually code our B-Bots. And they're little robots, and we have a program here where we can tell it to go forward, backward, left, or right. The other thing that we use with the kids is we work with them on the computers. And so you can see here we have our Dell computer set up, and we have a software program that we will work with the kids. It's usually early childhood numeracy, literacy, vocabulary. We're using our fine motor skills with the mouse and the keyboard, and the kids love it. We have so much fun in here, so we hope to see you guys here.
I mentioned earlier that our oldest children are pre-K 4 and 5. We do not have kindergarten at Skillman, but we do have the year right before children move on to kindergarten. That's called our pre-K program, and we have 2 schedules. We have a 3-day schedule that meets Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and a 5-day schedule that meets Monday through Friday. Where I'm standing right now is part of our 3-day program, and we call it the Junior Varsity Program. And with all of our pre-K children, our intent is to work and be very intentional about getting them fully prepared for the kindergarten experience. We are working again on writing, on pre-reading, math, science, and social studies skills. And one of the things that we work on in our JV classes is we travel the United States. That is part of our social studies unit. We also take care of a garden. That's part of our science and math curriculum as well. So we want our children to have lots of experiences to be fully ready when they go on to kindergarten. And a lot of our children in our preschool go to a mix of kindergartens. Many of our children move ahead to a variety of kindergartens in our area. Lakewood Elementary, Mockingbird Elementary, Geneva Heights, and a multitude of private schools as well. And in checking in with children that have moved ahead, we find that our children are well prepared and ready to move ahead to their next school experience. In our pre-K program, we are deliberate about having 12 children with only 1 teacher. This is deliberate so that children will become prepared and ready to move on to kindergarten and understand that experience once they reach big school. We have plenty of floaters. We have between 4 and 6 floaters that are here daily. We all wear walkie-talkies, so if any individual teachers needs assistance, someone can get to them quickly. Part of what we do as well at Skillman CDC is not only academic, but a lot is social emotional skills. We want our children to be ready to face problems, difficult situations. We want them to learn to use their words and not actions to solve situations. And we want them to be confident and ready to move forward to their next experience. That is something that we feel is critical here and that we want very much our children to also employ before they move on to kindergarten. So we spend a lot of time working on those social emotional skills, and that is from our very youngest to our very oldest. Every age has its own special problems. So we don't want it to always be easy for our children. We do want them to sort of have some difficulties that are easy that they can work through, again, gain confidence and feel that they are able to do things on their own and not always have to rely on an adult for intervention. That is part of what we do here as well. We also, as part of our COVID experience this year, we spent a lot of time washing hands, we spent a lot of time cleaning, we spend a lot of time reiterating those sorts of things to our children as well. They understand that we are trying to keep everybody safe and healthy this year, and that they have a part to play in that as well. And they are all responsible and understand that and are eager to participate. Currently, we're in the Skillman Family Life Center building. Because of COVID, our church allowed our preschool to move to our Family Life Center and to utilize some space in this building. We have 4 classrooms here in the FLC, and they are, again, our oldest group, our varsity group, that are here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I will let Amanda Jackson, one of our varsity teachers, speak to their schedule, their curriculum, and give a little more insight in what they do daily.
Hello, my name is Amanda Jackson. I am one of the 4 varsity pre-K teachers here at Skillman CDC. At Skillman, we have 2 choices for pre-K. We have a varsity class that meets 5 days a week, as well as a JV class that meets 3 days a week. Both of our pre-K programs, the ratio is about the same. We generally have 12 to 13 children per one teacher. We have an amazing support staff here and many floats that help us inside and outside the classroom as well. This year, due to COVID-19, we have made several modifications to our classroom. In addition to general good hand washing routines that we teach the children, we've also spaced the children out inside the classroom at their tables. We also created individual fine motor and math manipulative boxes in which the children use. This has proven to be very helpful, not only in stopping the spreading of germs, but also an added layer of responsibility for the kids. In varsity and in JV, not only are our days filled with learning without tears, math, science, and phonics, we are teaching kids about world cultures and helping them to learn to appreciate people in their traditions. Through this, the kids begin to discover that we are all humans created by God despite differences in how we look, what we wear, what we eat, or how we celebrate. Each week, we travel the world without ever packing a suitcase. Let's explore some ways that we incorporate world travel into kindergarten readiness. In science, we are learning words such as hypothesis, predict, data, and results. We are able to incorporate many experiments that coincide with the study of countries. While learning about the United States of America, we discover the Statue of Liberty is made of copper, just like a penny. But we ask the question, why is the Statue of Liberty green and the penny is not? After making several hypotheses, we discover oxidation is the answer. We learn about the process of oxidation and then conduct an experiment that turns a penny green, just like the Statue of Liberty. It's also worth noting in the new STEM world of which we live that we are incorporating some engineering into our daily learning. While traveling to the Netherlands, we discover Holland is not only famous for its windmills and tulips, but also its canals. There are more than 1,500 bridges connecting 90 islands in Amsterdam. We challenged ourselves by using cardboard pieces, egg cartons, cups, and popsicle sticks to build bridges. Introducing real-world problem solving helps children to develop concepts they can build on as they grow. Varsity and JV learn about several master artists from around the world. While studying France, we discovered Georges Seurat painted with a dot, and Henri Matisse made paper collages while drawing with scissors. We used this method of drawing with scissors to create our own paper collage inspired by Matisse's Les Escargots. This is not only a wonderfully creative activity, but also works on fine motor and the use of scissors. We also do a variety of global arts and crafts using many different processes. While studying about India, we create the Taj Mahal. We learn about warm and cool colors and paint with tissue paper. We also love to include music appreciation in both varsity and JV. From Beethoven to Louis Armstrong, we listen and learn about a variety of composers and musicians. Any given day, you can walk our halls and hear African music playing, or even Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker. I hope that as you think about the path that you will choose for your child, that you will feel confident that they are learning, exploring, creating, and playing. At Skillman CDC, we nurture their curiosity of the world around them to build confidence and a love of learning. We strive to teach the whole child in order for their pre-K year to be the most successful it can be.
For New Student Application Day, we will have prospective student packets right outside door H, and you can come at your convenience beginning Monday, January the 18th, and pick up a packet. It will have all the information that you need for applying for the 21-22 school year. Take it home, complete it. Again, if you have questions, please contact us and we will be happy to assist. Our new student application drop-off day is Tuesday, February the 2nd. And again, this door H, will be opened at 7 in the morning. At that time, it will be simply a drop-off time with your packet, and I will notify everyone by Friday of that same week to let you know the status, if you got in or if you did not and need to be on our wait list. So that's the upcoming important dates. Again, January the 18th to pick up a packet, February the 2nd to drop it off if you wish to apply for a spot for your child. Let me briefly walk you through the contents of the packet so you'll know what to expect if you decide you want to pick up a packet. There's a cover letter that kind of explains what is going to be inside the packet. This is our information sheet. It is simply contact information, phone number, address, that sort of a thing. We also have registration forms. The purple form is for our pre-K children. Again, that is for children that have 1 year remaining before they go to kindergarten. So this is for those children that will either be in our varsity program or our junior varsity program. And you will note that there is a non-refundable supply fee for all our registration forms. The supply fee guarantees your spot, and it also allows me to begin working immediately to buy supplies and equipment for the upcoming school year. It is non-refundable and it is non-transferable. The next piece of information is what our incoming pre-K children will be learning over the course of their year. And these are bullet points that have been gleaned from private, public, and some area kindergarten teachers so that we are preparing our children for what they can expect when they move on to our area kindergartens. A lot of our children go to Lakewood Elementary, Mockingbird Elementary, St. Thomas, and a multitude of other private schools, and they are always well prepared. The next registration fee information form is for our Monday, Wednesday, Friday form. And again, it shows the information, the supply fee, the amount per month, and we have priority registration for our current families that will be held mid-January through the end of January. And typically, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what the bulk of our current families select. That is why I mentioned a little bit earlier, the Tuesday, Thursday schedule tends to be what's most available for our incoming new students. So the green sheet is probably what you will be the most interested in. Again, we have a non-refundable supply fee, and then it will show you also our monthly rate, so you'll have all that information. Along with our registration information, we are including our current policy handbook. This gives you a lot of more in-depth information that I'm able to do on the virtual tour. So please make a point of reviewing it, looking through it, and hopefully it will answer questions that you might have prior to giving us a call or emailing us. This is a form that I need if you do decide to apply, that you have read our policy manual, you understand it, and it's been signed by a parent. This is information that I will need for, as I mentioned, I will call everyone by Friday of the week of our drop-off application day. So by February the 5th, Friday the 5th, I will call everyone to let you know your status. If you got in, that's great, and you want the spot, I keep all your information. I will keep your non-refundable supply fee, and we will begin getting ready for the next school year. If I call you and you decline the spot, that's fine. I will return your supply fee so that no one is out any money unless, of course, you decide you want to place your child with us. This is just a checklist to make sure that you've included everything that we need when you drop off your information for us on Tuesday, February the 2nd. Then I've also included information about our COVID modifications. This goes into a lot more depth than I went in again on our virtual tour, but I think it will be very self-explanatory about what we're trying to do to keep our staff and our children as safe and healthy as possible this year. Hopefully, we'll be able to relax some of these modifications, but for the for the time being, everything that you're reading here is current and will be resumed next school year as well. This red sheet explains the waitlist registration process. If you come and drop off your application on February the 2nd, and for some reason you don't get in, if the classroom's full or it's not the schedule you want, I will ask if you want to be on our wait list. I will return your supply fee. I keep no money unless I have a spot and you tell me you want it. But if you don't get a spot or you want to wait for another spot, I will put you on a wait list and I'll call you as soon as I have a space available. I may call you in the summer. I may call you at the first of the school year. We keep our wait list throughout the course of the new school year. And at the very end is our calendar for the school year 21-22, so you can get a feel and a flavor for our schedule throughout the course of the year. All this information is going to be included in the packet that will be outside for you to pick up beginning January the 18th. Hey Jake, we've kind of gone through the tour. We've walked around to see the building. Are there any questions you might have that I can clear up, or something that I didn't mention that you'd like to know more about?
I would love to hear some about your staff and your teachers, and more about the school in general, and how your teachers have gotten to the point where they are here teaching.
Okay. We have about 37 people on staff. That is classroom teachers along with floaters. And I hire people for the entire school year. So we have contractually hired people for the 9-month period. So there's not people moving around and coming and going. My staff and myself have to go through a lot of in-service training. We have to have, we are mandated by the state of Texas to meet their minimum requirements, but I can assure you we do try to exceed them. We all have to go through in-service training. I have to have 30 hours a year. My staff has to have 24. We all have to have at least a high school education. My classroom staff has to have in place lesson plans and schedules for their day. We're not just babysitters or daycare, and I'm not trying to minimize that in any way, but we do have plans and are very intentional for all of our children. Youngest to oldest, we do want to get everyone prepared for kindergarten. We also, I require everyone have CPR and first aid, and we've also had a minimal physical check. So I try to put a well-prepared staff member in the classroom with a great group of kids. You had also asked about our daily activities include free play, teacher-directed activities, outdoor play, our specials, along with lunch, and along with our younger kids, there's a rest time. With our older kids, there's more activities in the afternoon.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds really wonderful,
Yeah.
and you guys are very well prepared. You guys have been through this for over 25 years,
That's right.
so
That's
you guys
right.
kind of know what you're doing.
We're kind of ready for what we're going to get.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about, too, what happens when a child is having trouble in the classroom, maybe with another student or a teacher. They're just having a rough day. What do you guys do for discipline policy?
Discipline for us is strictly timeout. And we are preschool. We embrace mistakes. We embrace problems because that's who a preschooler is. We will always intervene, try to use our words, not our actions. And timeout is how we use it. Now, if a child doesn't seem to be focused with their teacher in timeout, sometimes they'll come to the office and have a come to Jesus talk with me. But again, we embrace those problems, we embrace those mistakes, and we will of course let parents know if there's anything ongoing that we're concerned about, and not just behavioral issues, but if we're concerned about speech, about vision, hearing, if we're concerned about fine motor skills, anything that we've observed in the classroom that we might have a question about, of course we'll share with parents. We want to hopefully intercede and intervene in these preschool years so that we can get you prepared and ready for kinder. We do have a lot of educational consultants that we work with. Lots of times they'll come into the classroom, observe a child in the classroom environment, and then they may come back for additional therapy sessions such as that during the school week. We, of course, want to participate in that, and we, of course, want to know how we can assist the child to be better prepared as well.
Yeah, and I know that I've witnessed before, like specifically a speech therapist and those kinds of things. So
Right, we will do that during the school day, so it's just part of how we handle that.
yeah, that's perfect. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, at the very beginning of the tour, you mentioned a little bit about COVID modifications and what children and the families bring with them to the school for the day. So can you talk a little bit more about what the child needs to bring with them every day?
Currently, we are trying to limit everything a child brings to school. Parents drop off at a door, they do not come in the hallways. And with our children, we used to encourage them to bring a backpack, a satchel. This year, because of COVID, we're only asking that they bring a lunch in a paper bag that is easily disposed of once they finish lunch. We ask that they limit bringing a blanket, bringing a sippy cup, any sorts of those things, because we want to try to be very careful about the spread of germs or anything like that. So children are always given water. That's what we drink. And we also ask parents to wear a nut-free environment. We have some children that have those severe allergies, so we ask parents to assist us with everybody and just to avoid all nut products in their lunches. Skillman provides snacks for our children, so there's nothing that we need help with regarding that. That's a different modification, so hopefully as we move forward during this next year, those can be relaxed a bit, but that's where we are right now.
Okay, perfect. And during the day, too, if a child becomes ill or if they start having symptoms of a cold or if there's anything going on, what do you guys do in that situation?
Our teachers are very vigilant about watching all of our kids. If someone's acting not themselves, we will immediately pull them out of the classroom, check a temperature, call a parent. An illness for us during the day is yucky green runny nose, vomiting, diarrhea, fever. Again, if they're acting listless. We, of course, will check temperature at the first of the day, but you can be well at 9 and sick potentially at 10. So we're very careful about what we do, but we will separate the child out, call the parent or the caregiver immediately, and our parents are very good about coming and responding quickly to pick up a sick child.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I know, too, at the end of this tour as well, you spent some time describing the paperwork and the registration process.
Right.
I know that's probably a big question for the parents, so
Yes.
Talk a little bit more about the registration process.
Right. Let me sort of review that. We will have new student packets ready on Monday, January the 18th. And as I mentioned, it will be outside our office door in a bucket, and it will be a big white envelope. You can pick it up on the 18th, the 19th, whenever's convenient for you. If there's not a packet out there, we will certainly get more packets ready and prepared for anybody that wants one. So between the 18th and, frankly, February the 1st, you can pick up a packet at your leisure. In the packet, as I've mentioned, there's many forms that will need to be filled out. When you drop off, if you wish to, on February the 2nd, that's when you let me know what your plan is or what your intent is for your child for the following school year. Included with what you're going to drop off with me is the registration forms, a supply fee check, and then that piece of paper that lets me know where I can reach you during the course of the day so I can call you to let you know your status. So drop off that day on February the 2nd is in person. We ask that you mask up, that you socially distance yourself, and I will simply open the door at 7 and receive all the packets. It's about a 5-second process. I say good morning, you drop off, and then you're good to go back home. I'll call you by Friday of that week and let you know your status. And please know that, say you sign up for a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, and I don't have that available, I will ask you if you might be interested in a Tuesday, Thursday schedule, if that's available as well. So if you sign up for something and I don't have it, that doesn't mean all is lost. So I will let you know what I have available. We'll discuss it. Again, if you say that you want a spot, I keep your supply fee. It becomes non-refundable, non-returnable at that point. And I just want to be very clear about that. If you tell me yes on Friday and then call me back the next week and say you've changed your mind, I will say thank you for your heads up, but your supply fee still becomes non-refundable. If I call you and I don't have what you want, you've changed your mind, you decided you just don't want to place this next year, I do return your supply fee at that time. If you tell me when I call you by Friday you don't want a spot. Does that make sense? Thank you again for joining us today for our virtual tour of Skillman Child Development Center. We appreciate your interest in our program, and we hope to see you at New Student Application Day. If you need to contact us, please see the information below at the end of this video, along with links to our specials, again for chapel, Spanish, and music. Thank you again and have a great day.